Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Make a more or less disguised reference to. Give heed to. Make reference to. A public promotion of some product or service. Make a more or less disguised reference to. He alluded to the problem but did not mention it. A distinguishing style. This room needs a woman's touch. Make a more or less disguised reference to. Consume. She didn't touch her food all night. The event of something coming in contact with the body. He longed for the touch of her hand. Be relevant to. A suggestion of some quality. There was a touch of sarcasm in his tone. Have an effect upon. The act of putting two things together with no space between them. At his touch the room filled with lights. Be equal to in quality or ability. Your performance doesn't even touch that of your colleagues. A communicative interaction. He got in touch with his colleagues. A slight attack of illness. He has a touch of rheumatism. Affect emotionally. I was touched by your kind letter of sympathy. The faculty by which external objects or forces are perceived through contact with the body, especially the hands. Only sight and touch enable us to locate objects in the space around us. Tamper with. Don't touch my CDs. To extend as far as. The chair must not touch the wall. A slight but appreciable amount. This dish could use a touch of garlic. Be in direct physical contact with. Make contact. The two buildings touch. The sensation produced by pressure receptors in the skin. She likes the touch of silk on her skin. Color lightly. Cause to be in brief contact with. He touched his toes to the horse's flanks. Comprehend. He could not touch the meaning of the poem. Deal with. Usually used with a form of negation. I wouldn't touch her with a 10-foot pole. Deftness in handling matters. He has a master's touch. Make physical contact with. Come in contact with. She never touched her husband. Perceive via the tactile sense. Helen Keller felt the physical world by touching people and objects around her. The act of soliciting money, as a gift or loan. He watched the beggar trying to make a touch. The feel of mechanical action. This piano has a wonderful touch. Take charge of or deal with. I must attend to this matter. Be present at meetings, church services, university, etc. She attends class regularly. Work for or be a servant to. She attends the old lady in the wheelchair. Give heed to. The children in the audience attended the recital quietly. To accompany as a circumstance or follow as a result. Menuhin's playing was attended by a 15-minute standing ovation. Give heed to. Fall or flow in a certain way. This dress hangs well. Give heed to. Cause to be hanging or suspended. A special way of doing something. He couldn't get the hang of it. Hold on tightly or tenaciously. Hang on to your father's hands. Kill by hanging. The murderer was hanged on Friday. A gymnastic exercise performed on the rings or horizontal bar or parallel bars when the gymnast's weight is supported by the arms. Be exhibited. Picasso hangs in this new wing of the museum. Be menacing, burdensome, or oppressive. This worry hangs on my mind. Be placed in position as by a hinge. This cabinet door doesn't hang right. Be suspended or hanging. Decorate or furnish with something suspended. Let drop or droop. Place in position as by a hinge so as to allow free movement in one direction. Hang a door. Prevent from reaching a verdict of a jury. Suspend meat in order to get a gamey taste. Hang the venison for a few days. The way a garment hangs. He adjusted the hang of his coat. Be suspended or poised. Give heed to. Summon into action or bring into existence, often as if by magic. Put forward for consideration or discussion. Bring up an unpleasant topic. Raise from a lower to a higher position. Cause to load an operating system and start the initial processes. Make reference to. Look after a child until it is an adult. Bring up children. Cause to come to a sudden stop. Promote from a lower position or rank. Refer to for illustration or proof. A short note recognizing a source of information or of a quoted passage. Advance evidence for. Repeat a passage from. Call in an official matter, such as to attend court. Refer to. Make reference to. Commend. He was cited for his outstanding achievements. A short note recognizing a source of information or of a quoted passage. The article includes mention of similar clinical cases. An official recognition of merit. Although he didn't win the prize, he did get special mention. A remark that calls attention to something or someone. She made frequent mention of her promotion. Make mention of. Make reference to. His name was mentioned in connection with the invention. Commend. Assign a specified, usually proper name to. They named their son David. Give or make a list of. Name individually. Give the names of. Give the name or identifying characteristics of. Refer to by name or some other identifying characteristic property. Many senators were named in connection with the scandal. Family based on male descent. He had no sons and there was no one to carry on his name. Determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a diagnostic analysis. Charge with a function. Charge to be. She was named head of the committee. Identify as in botany or biology, for example. A defamatory or abusive word or phrase. A well-known or notable person. They studied all the great names in the history of France. Make reference to. His name was mentioned in connection with the invention. Create in charge with a task or function. A language unit by which a person or thing is known. His name really is George Washington. A person's reputation. He wanted to protect his good name. By the sanction or authority of. Halt in the name of the law. Mention and identify by name. Name your accomplices. Be relevant to. There were lots of questions referring to her talk. Seek information from. Refer to your notes. Have as a meaning. Make reference to. Send or direct for treatment, information, or a decision. Refer a patient to a specialist. Think of, regard, or classify under a subsuming principle or with a general group or in relation to another. This plant can be referred to a known species. Use a name to designate. Christians refer to the mother of Jesus as the Virgin Mary. In the Christian era, used before dates after the supposed year Christ was born. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. The business of drawing public attention to goods and services. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. A slight indication. A just detectable amount. A hint mockery in her manner. Drop a hint. Intimate by a hint. A slight but appreciable amount. An indirect suggestion. An indication of potential opportunity. Make a proposal. Declare a plan for something. Call to mind. Drop a hint. Intimate by a hint. Imply as a possibility. The evidence suggests a need for more clarification. Pay close attention to. Give heed to. Listen and pay attention. Hear with intention. Used of sums of money, so small in amount as to deserve contempt. Intend to refer to. Yes, I meant you when I complained about people who gossip. Marked by poverty befitting a beggar. A mean hut. Of no value or worth. Denote or connote. Maison means house in French. Have as a logical consequence. The water shortage means that we have to stop taking long showers. Used of persons or behavior, characterized by or indicative of lack of generosity. A mean person. An average of n numbers computed by adding some function of the numbers and dividing by some function of n. Approximating the statistical norm or average or expected value. The mean annual rainfall. Have in mind as a purpose. I mean no harm. Having or showing an ignoble lack of honor or morality. Taking a mean advantage. Mean or intend to express or convey. You never understand what I mean. Characterized by malice. In a mean mood. Destine or designate for a certain purpose. These flowers were meant for you. Excellent. Famous for a mean backhand. Intend to refer to. Intend to refer to. Look on as or consider. Keep in mind for attention or consideration. Devise or invent. Take into consideration, have in view. Choose in one's mind. A message issued in behalf of some product or cause or idea or person or institution. The quality of being open to public view. The publicity of the courtroom. A message issued in behalf of some product or cause or idea or person or institution. The packaging of new ideas. Material used to make packages. The business of packing. His business is packaging for transport. A message issued in behalf of some product or cause or idea or person or institution. A message issued in behalf of some product or cause or idea or person or institution. The advancement of some enterprise. Encouragement of the progress or growth or acceptance of something. Act of raising in rank or position. A message issued in behalf of some product or cause or idea or person or institution. Become fixed, on. Her eyes fixated on a point on the horizon. Make fixed, stable or stationary. Attach, oneself, to a person or thing in a neurotic way. He fixates on his mother, even at the age of 40. Pay attention to exclusively and obsessively. Refer to people that one assumes one's interlocutors admire in order to try to impress them. Attractiveness that interests or pleases or stimulates. His smile was part of his appeal to her. Request for a sum of money. An appeal to raise money for starving children. Earnest or urgent request. An appeal for help. Be attractive to. The idea of a vacation appeals to me. Request earnestly, something from somebody, ask for aid or protection. Appeal to somebody for help. Cite as an authority, resort to. I appealed to the law of 1900. Challenge, a decision. She appealed the verdict. Law. A legal proceeding in which the appellant resorts to a higher court for the purpose of obtaining a review of a lower court decision and a reversal of the lower court's judgment or the granting of a new trial. Their appeal was denied in the superior court. Take a court case to a higher court for review. He was found guilty but appealed immediately.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.